Nishadi. All right, we got a perfect opportunity to meet one of the smartest brain in the world. I mean, I don't know, somewhere. Mr. Gil. Hedley, welcome.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Good to
Great
see
to
you.
meet you.
It's great to meet
We
you.
have been following you so long, and
Thank
you
you.
actually exist.
Flesh and blood.
Oh, I'm amazed.
Yeah.
So, for anyone, I got a bunch of followers that are totally into fashion and stuff.
Cool.
Because I have decent amount of good results with high-level athletes and stuff. So, my question to you, what is fascia?
What is fascia? Well, if we go by the definition, it would be an aggregate of connective tissues that can be dissected into a sheet that wrap around other stuff. But if you're a human, right, fascia is a textural layer of the human body, right? That's head to toe, inside and out, and it's a structural element of our form. It's a communication network. It's the shape of our lives.
Right.
So more than just an aggregate of connective tissues that can be cut into a sheet.
A little bit.
Yeah, and there's different types of fascia. So if you make the most general definition, you can say it that way. But then what I've enjoyed doing is noticing the differences of types of fascia and how those types of fascia themselves are variable within their categories.
Right.
And ultimately, we have this incredible continuum, of a web in our body that is woven in different fabric types. Yeah.
So, tell me a little bit, because I know you've been in a lab for, was it 5 months?
5 months.
5
I was going to say 30 years.
It's
but
30 years, yeah.
5 months.
5 months doing what? 'Cause this is interesting.
Yeah. So I call it the Nerve Project. So I took a single donor form and worked with that form for 5 months with an emphasis on demonstrating the relationships of the nerve tissues to the surrounding tissues. So when I'm working with the layers and dissecting by texture, there's also the trees that are penetrating through those layers. So there's the heart tree and the brain tree or the nerve tree. So I spent 5 months just focusing on the nerve tree. And it was very challenging. Not because it couldn't hold my attention,
Right.
but because the process of differentiating those fine tissues was very challenging.
Talk about that patience of yours.
I don't know if patience is the word. I think obsessive compulsive. I think it's like a little bit of a mental disturbance.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the intention is to be able to bring to our community
Right.
a chance to witness these tissues in context, because like Carla was saying the other day in her lecture, we see the nerves as lines, abstract lines on a page. We don't know them in their relationship to the tissues. So even the most beautiful completed nerve dissections that you might see at the Plastinarium,
Right.
you don't know how it got there
No.
or where it came from.
No.
And so I wanted to show how it got there and where it came from.
Well, what's the biggest surprise?
Oh my gosh.
So many?
There's so much of it. That might, how did I miss it? But when you decide I'm going to pay attention to this thing, then it appears before your eyes more and more and more. I'm telling you, it looked like dreadlocks. There's so many nerves in us, and we're touching them and we're moving with them, and yet maybe not conscious of them. So I'm hoping that this project will help to actually raise our consciousness in
Right.
relationship to the nervous system. So when we touch, when we feel, when we move, we know we're touching, feeling, and moving nerves, mine, yours, and that we do well to know what we're messing with. A little
That's
bit.
incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take more of your time right now, but hopefully I can get you on my podcast.
Is
and
it
we can talk
because
more.
you want to go dance?
No. I'm not. They're going to come down and dance.
Yeah, I know. We're about to be overrun.
Yeah. So we had just a little bit of time. Lenny, do you have a question that we can end with?
No, I just appreciate Gil's work.
Yeah, me too.
I saw, he doesn't remember me, but I saw him in West Hollywood or
It was,
Hollywood.
yeah, in Los
Near the-
Angeles area one day.
Old
Yeah,
Town,
integral anatomy intensive.
You were in the
in
front row.
2011, right?
I mean, I've
2011.
been to a lot of seminars, but no one's made me laugh and cry
Oh,
at the same time.
you made Lenny cry.
I'm glad.
All right, here they come.
Thank
Gil. Where you come if you're from the or wherever you are from, but you from the U.S. You come into 110 cities,
111.
111 cities.
You come say LA quicker.
We found another one to go to.
Yeah, and you start at when?
We're starting in October.
October 2023. 111 cities.
And on top of that, I will still do my dissection schedule because what am I going to do when I'm home?
And I thought I was a hard worker. Not even close. Yeah. Thank you so much for
You're
your time.
welcome. Thank you.
Talk soon. Thank you. Beautiful. Appreciate it.